I just finished making this crate. It's 2 feet by 1 foot and 11 inches tall. There's 5 slats on either side and 4 boards on the bottom. So now that I got this one done, it still needs to be sanded and painted, but I want to make another crate that's 1 foot by 1 foot and the same height of 11 inches. To make another crate that's 12 inches by 12 inches and 11 high, I'm going to take a piece of 2x4 that's 4 feet long, and I'm going to cut 5 strips that are 1/2 an inch, and that will give me enough to make the 20 slats that I need around the outside. Okay, so I found this piece of 2x4. It came off of a pallet. It's 3.5 inches, but a little bit wider than a normal 2x4 that you would find. This one is 1 5/8, 1 3/4 almost. So I'm going to do my 1/2 inch cuts all along, but I'll do 5 of them, and that will still leave a little bit at the end, and we'll go from there when I get there. I have now got 5 pieces cut that are 1/2 inch wide and 4 feet long. My next step will be I'll have to cut these to length. So I've got the bottom board and the top board now glued and nailed on. There's only one nail, but I will put a second one before we're finished. The reason I did an inch up is when I do the bottom, it'll be about a 1/2 inch board again, and it'll nail it up like that, and it'll leave another 1/2 inch for a leg. So my next step is to figure out where halfway up this board is here, and this side I'll put 11 inch there, figure out about middle, put an 11 inch one there, and then finally another 11 inch there. These will all be nailed and glued. So I'll do this, and then I'll do the other one on the opposite side of the box, and when I get that done, I'll come back. I've now finished both of the 2 sides, and I've added the brad nail into each board. Now before I did that, I flipped it over, took my carpenter square, laid it on the bottom here, and make sure it was nice and square. And then once I knew it was square, then I added the other nails. So my next step is we're going to set this up on its side. We're going to take one of the 12 inch boards, we're going to put it right up against there, and then we'll tack it down. This one here will obviously stand up too. So when it's done, a little bit too far apart, when it's done, there, it'll just sort of be glued and nailed right up to the edge of this, and then we'll do the same on this side here, and then we'll do all the 5 going up on this side and all the 5 going on the other side. So when we're done, we'll basically have a box that has no top and no bottom, and then we'll go from there. So let me get the sides on and I'll be right back. Okay, now that the 4 sides are on, these are your 12 inch boards, and in here is the 11 inch board. So to put a bottom on, what I'm going to do is basically I'll cut a board to fit in between there and here, and I'll tack it on just to make it a bit wider. You don't have to. You could just take your boards and just nail and glue them down to the sides, but I like to make this strong enough where it's not going to come apart later. So this piece of wood here is my leftover 4-foot section that I made the slats out of. So I need to cut about 7 1/4 inches, and when I cut it, then it'll fit right on the inside, and it'll be exactly the same thickness. So you'll see when I get it done. I'll be right back. Now I have these 2 boards cut. I'll put one on either side. It'll fit right up against where this bottom slat is. I'll put a little bit of glue and some nails, and that'll just give me almost 3/4 of an inch or so thickness to help me nail the bottom on. So let me get this one done and that one done, and then I'll show you how we're going to put the bottom boards on. So both sides are now glued and nailed on, so there's my extra board right here. So when I do the bottoms, the bottom board will go on, and that'll give me lots of room to nail. And as you see, it also gives me a 1/2 inch or so for the bottom here, so that way it's not right on the ground. So my next step is I'm going to take a wider board like this one here, which is probably 3.5 inches wide, and I'm going to cut out this corner on both sides so that way it'll fit around there. So it'll fit up against here and fit up against there, and then that will give me some room along here to nail. So I'm going to measure, cut these corners out. I'm just going to run my table saw this way and table saw that way. And when I'm ready to glue and nail this on, I'll come back and show you how it looks. So here's the board I just cut. That's for leg and that's for leg. It basically goes up on top here. We'll center it. And now I can put some nails there and glue. A couple or three nails along the edge here. And again another nail there. We'll cut out another one exactly like this. Put it over here. And when they're on, then we'll take a few more boards and put them along the bottom, probably a 1/4 of an inch or so space in between them. And so let me get the bottom pieces on, and then when that's all done, I'll be right back. There, I just finished putting the bottom on. So there's the cutout sections that I just did around the legs. I used 3 of the leftover slats for making the first box. Everything is glued, everything is nailed. As you see, there's a little bit of a leg here sticking out, so that means it's not right on the ground. There's the inside at the moment. So what I have to do now is I want to give this a really quick sanding, and then I need to paint it. I am just about ready to show you the 2 painted crates. I used all these colors when I painted the crates. But before I show you the crates, why don't you spend the next couple moments, subscribe to our channel, and of course like and share this video. It is greatly appreciated. So sit back, I'm just going to show you the 2 crates, and here we go. This is the little crate, the 12 by 12, painted the inside blue, the bottom is green, and the sides are the different colors, of course. So that's the little guy, and the bottom is blue too. As promised, here is the bigger crate. This is a 2 foot by 1 foot crate. Has the same green corners, blue bottom, blue top, green bottom, and of course the different colors on the sides. So I think they're very rainbowy. I love them. They're nice. Here's the second one. So there we are. There's both of the crates. Easy to make. Hopefully you enjoyed this video, and like I asked earlier, please don't forget to give me the big thumbs up, share, and please subscribe too. Thank you and have a great day. Bye now.